What up, what up? Back with another ride-along episode from Harcum Holistic. If you're just tapping in, I'm Quintel Harcum, founder of Harcum Holistic, wellness coaching, holistic lifestyle design, founder of Good Part & Company, which is a plant-based health cafe and juice bar here in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm going to do a slight recap, because I'm going to have a full sit-down recap and talk about the Vegan Soul Festival, but it is Monday morning, it's like 7:20. And as you can see, I got a whole bunch of stuff in the back of my truck here. I'm about to drop all of this stuff off back to storage. So I will tell you guys, I will just share with you guys how I go about tackling vending events and everything for Good Part & Company. So I started Good Part & Company based on a pop-up right out of my house, right? And that's because I had experience doing pop-ups for my clothing brand. When you're doing food and beverage, man, you do a pop-up, you gotta bring so much stuff. Like, you really gotta bring the pain. I'm talking about all the things. And unless your business is built for vending, it can get kind of difficult. So from my pop-up, the pop-up that started Good Part & Company, from my living room, I did a food festival. That was a whole hell of a lot of work. Had to make a whole lot of juices, buy a whole lot of things. I've always had a truck, so I was able to transport stuff. And that's the thing, you got to make things mobile. You got to make it so that it can, be moved around safely. And you got to make it easy for customers at vending events. So what I do with Good Part & Company is I will make juice, bottle it up, and take it down. The thing is, you got to be able to keep the juice cold. Now, what we sell and do well is smoothies and smoothie bowls along with our juices, but there's no setup for us to have a sink because I don't have a food truck, so I can't wash the pitchers that you make acai bowls in, and I don't have the equipment where you can just kind of have the bowls prepped in the ground like a slicing machine, and so I'm not able to take that. But what I did do is I used my mini fridge from my cafe, took the mini fridge down, and then I got my whole refrigerator display, and people can see the juice that they can buy. And if I was really thinking, I should have put the refrigerator display on the outside of the booth so people can see a lovely, beautiful fridge full of juice. But we did a pretty good job. So what I do is I bottle juice. I think about what's going to be the number one seller. I make more of those than anything else, and then I decrease that by 20%. Whatever I think I'm gonna sell, I decrease by 20%, and then I make all the rest of them at about 20% less than the amount of the most popular juice. So I started out with like 60. I said I did like 60 of the most popular juice. Then I decreased that to like 40. That might be more than 20%. That might be a third. Yeah. So I decreased that, and then I made 20 of everything else, right? And maybe 30 of the watermelon juice. So we end up over delivering. We had way more than we needed, but because Good Part & Company is not just a juice bar and health cafe, it's more like a lifestyle brand. We had merch, we had hats, all those types of things. So I take all of those things as well, put the merch out on the table. I actually brought down a bar, for which now I realize I probably didn't need it, but it made for great display and presentation, and that's a part of a lifestyle, having a lifestyle brand and offering a brand experience, right? You take all the things and you use all the things that separates your brand from another brand. Say, well, what separates Good Part from any other juice brand? If you're walking around at that festival, you can see everybody serving and selling their juice is different. Everybody else is in plastic bottles, for one. So clearly we care about our brand. We know that our product is a more premium product. That's that. And you're going to get that in a glass bottle, right? Yeah, glass bottle costs a little bit more. Yeah, our prices may have to be a little bit more, but you're going to appreciate that juice more. It's going to be preserved better. It probably tastes better. If I'm just being honest, I didn't even taste anybody else's juice. Oh yes, I did. I had like a elderberry elixir or whatever. But I'm taking it all. I'm taking all the vibes, all the feels, all the things that make you feel attached and want to come back and not just buy juice, grab it, and go. So I didn't even think about the other brands. What we do with Good Part & Company is we take all of the things that kind of make our brand, our cafe experience. We try to take that on the road. So we got beautiful picture banners. We got pull-up banners. We got banners on the back. Matter of fact, it was an older lady that walked by elderly lady. She walked by. She's like, I love the brand. I love the presentation. She didn't even want any juice, any samples. She just wanted to come and tell us that she loved the setup. And so we were on a corner, which was, it was beautiful because it was like we had the whole corner. We had the dope view and everything like that. But it was at the end of that row. But it's the first row. So when you first walk in, you know, you see the row that we on. At the end of the row, you see us there. So you're going to see us when you first come in. So it gave me the space to put the bar. So I got a whole full-size 8-foot bar from the commercial kitchen that I work out of. And then we use the bar to present like our menus, the store ice and things like that. And then we debuted a new, I call it super water, but it's just like a chlorophyll elixir. So I might have to think of a better name than that. But people definitely liked it. You know, it's a lighter version of a lemonade, touch of chlorophyll, cucumber, lemon, and it's kind of just oh man, it's not, we don't juice the lemon in the cucumber. We just add it in as like a garnish and let it like kind of soft. I forget what they call those waters. And it's infused. So it's cucumber and lemon infused. So I gotta say that because people love how that sounds. So it's cucumber and lemon infused, along with chlorophyll, a touch of agave, fresh spring water, and they got this lovely green glow. So people were definitely attracted to it. It's very thirst quenching, especially on a hot day like what we had going on Saturday at the Vegan Soul Fest. So those are all the things we take. So I made a full picture of it, put it on the bar, and had the bar turned so that as you walking towards our booth, you see the bar, the picture, and then you see the juices all laid out. So we also take all of the supplies that allow us to display properly. So we got juice buckets. Now they have better juice buckets that's kind of like slanted, so you can put your juice down in it, and then people can look right at the bucket, but the ice is still in there to keep it cold. Where I have a flat bucket, so all the juice has to sit right on top of the ice in order for you to see it. But we had juice samples, we had sample cups. I noticed like everybody else uses the 1 ounce sample cups, which is like the smaller ones you use for like mouthwash at the dentist, whereas we use 2 ounce sample cups because that's what we use. We may only pour 1 ounce in it, but those end up just being the cups that we use. I may go to the 1 ounce sample cups now that I get to see them. I'm always taking notes on how other brands and businesses use supplies, things they do to create efficiencies within their business. One juice bar, I'm gonna take this note, right? We bottled it, we made all our juice, bottled it up, and took it down. One juice bar makes all of their juice, puts it in a gallon dispenser. Like they don't have those juice machines where they're constantly running and churning. They just had gallon dispensers, and they set out the menu of what their juices were. So they didn't have their juice on display. They just had the menus there, and then people say which one they want, and then they go and just pour it. They tap it from the thing. That was a great idea because it still allowed me to have brand presentation. If I was to do something like that, I can just bring the tap, and then use my labeled cups, right, that we use in our cafe. Use our labeled cups and give those out. Now, I'm be honest, I ain't see nobody walking around with their juice. I saw people walking around with the other juice bottles, right, from the people who had bottles, but I ain't see nobody walking around with their juice. So, I don't know, but that was a really good idea. I like that idea. If ever I was to vend again, I may think about doing that. But the next time I vend, we're gonna have a Good Part Company mobile unit, right? So we're gonna have we're gonna have a cargo van because I'm not getting a food truck. We're gonna have a cargo van. It's gonna be decked out. It's gonna be dope, and we're gonna do it the way that we want to do it. So I learned a lot. But what we do with Good Part Company, just want to give you guys just like tidbit on vending. If you got a juice bar, if you got a health cafe, you know, having that mobile unit is great. It's great to be able to tackle summer events in whatever part of the world you're in, city, state, country, even, especially if you're in like the warm weather countries where you can kind of like, you can take it on tour every weekend. You can be hitting different spots. You know, if you're into that kind of grind and hustle, we have a cafe, so we want to bring all of our customers to us, very much like a Starbucks. I'd rather have people come kick it with me than for me to take my stuff everywhere else and be working hard like that, right? But what we do is we work from the top down as far as juice production. So we go with the most popular, then we reduce that, and then we do all the other juices based off of how much you're going to do in the most popular. We take juice samples. We take all the tools and equipment that we're going to need. So if we need refrigerators, we need extra coolers. We brought ice for extra coolers and things like that. So you're going to need cooling equipment. Then we bring our brand merch. And then we also brought in a bunch of flyers, of course, and I did an exclusive exclusive offer for juice cleansers, people that are into juice cleansers. and gotta have your promotional stuff, not just business cards. But we had flyers because everybody was like, well, where's your location? And because we're local, everybody that comes to the Soul Fest, they know if they live here, they know where Johns Hopkins is. And if they don't, they still know what Johns Hopkins is. So they're like, oh, you're part of Johns Hopkins? Oh, nice. This, so we got our pamphlets. We want to know, let them know where the location is. And everybody started to see, like, they say it themselves. So what's in this juice? And the menu's right there. Or do you have 3-day cleanses? The pamphlets right there. And then they make the joke, oh yeah, reading is fundamental. So you bring all of those reading materials and just make everything you have as accessible as you can for the customers without making it an inconvenience to yourself. So I'm making flyers, I'm making pamphlets. They're not the same. The pamphlets break down everything we have. It's a menu, right? The flyers are to just let you know what we have, and then it's a discount. The business cards is how you can get in contact with me because I'm right there, right? And then we had branded stickers, and then they can put that on their laptop. We got our own tote bags. We got our mini coolers. So we bring the merch that can go. We bring the merch that can travel. I don't vend clothes. We sell our merch from the store. That's a lifestyle brand experience. You got to cop that from us at our pop-up shops or in our cafe. But we ain't slanging them t-shirts and good hats and all that high quality stuff that we got over a table at a vending joint. But mini cooler bags. Why mini cooler bags? Do I have one I can grab? I don't. Mini cooler bags, you can put the juices in. So if somebody buys multiple juices, now they can put them in that mini cooler bag, keep that juices cool while they at the festival. We also just debuted our new Good Part tote bags. So it's bigger than this. Like, this is one I got, a collectible. But we got our new tote bags, so we dropped those. So those things can be on the go. So now somebody's walking around the festival and they got our logo on the side of their bag. Now now other people are gonna see them with it, and they gonna wonder where they got that from. So they already recognize the G, they recognize the logo. So you want to come with as much materials, reading materials, to make things accessible. Also, making your food things accessible. Always want to have cups, napkins, forks, spoons. If you're serving things that require forks and spoons, knives. Yeah, man. You always want to bring a good attitude. And you got, some people are way more personable. It was a gentleman there from Louisiana we met. One thing I learned from him is just like, he draw the people in, he talked to them, and then he let his daughter, who had like a vegan food service, engage people on the food. But he told them about his vegan experience because he's lost weight. He increased his stamina. He relieved a lot of pain for, joint pain and stuff like that. And he over 60. So real, personable country guy, right? Big, loud, raspy voice. Really cool, really nice. The accent is always a draw. And, you really got to be willing to talk to people. I don't have the voice that carries the yell over the thing and tell people to come in. But as soon as they approach our booth and they see what we got, then you start talking to them. So you want to bring the energy, bring the enthusiasm, and bring all the materials that's going to make you successful. And if you connect with just one person, monetarily, it may not be the thing, but they may become a customer for life. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to use at the Vegan Soul Fest. Or they're going to go follow you on Instagram. And within 2-3 weeks, now they're going to be coming to check out the Good Part Cafe. So those are the things I learned. That's how I tackle doing vending experiences. When I do my recap, I'll let you know how we're going to go about doing vending experiences in the future. Quick note, we're not, but unless we got our own truck. But yeah, so that's a quick recap. I got to drop all this stuff off, and then I got to go back and sort all of the juice that we didn't sell because we didn't have the turnout we thought we have overall for the whole festival. But all in all, learned a lot, very enlightening experience, and I'm out.